note, I'd very much like to introduce Arisa, the Deputy Trade Commissioner of the Japan External Trade Organization for their Lagos, Nigeria office. She joined Jetro in 2016, and she's been working in wide-ranging fields to connect Japanese business to Africa. She has launched and managed the J-Bridge Advisory and Matching Support Services, which brought together African startups and Japanese companies. Ms. Baba, please, the stage is all yours.
Good morning. Thank you very much for a kind introduction. I am honored to speak about Jetro's activities for business collaboration between African startups and Japanese companies in front of so many distinguished guests. So my name is Arisa Baba, Deputy Trade Commissioner of Jetro Lagos. Today, I will cover 3 topics: an introduction of Jetro, landscape of Japanese players in African tech space, and an introduction of our service, J-Bridge. I will start by introducing our organization. Jetro is a government-related organization tasked with promoting trade and investment between Japan and the rest of the world. We have headquarters in Tokyo and Osaka, 48 domestic offices, and 76 overseas offices in 55 countries. Currently, we conduct activities under 4 pillars, including assisting Japanese companies with their overseas businesses. To date, many Japanese companies have successfully entered the African market through our support. Our offices in Africa cover the entire region through 9 offices, with the regional headquarters in Johannesburg. Jetro's presence in Africa dates back to 1955, with the oldest office in the Middle East and Africa region being Jetro Cairo in Egypt, followed by Jetro Lagos in Nigeria in the same year, and a Nairobi office in 1957. Next, I'd like to mention the trends of African business by Japanese companies. In recent years, not only large companies, but also investors, SMEs, and startups have begun investing in the African market, working together with local startups. Japanese venture capitals have been remarkably active in recent years. For example, Bellot Capital Africa Ventures, AAIC, Samurai Incubate, and Uncovered Fund are representative Japanese VCs for Africa. Africa-specific CVCs have also emerged, such as Mobility 54, which invests in specific sectors like mobility and fintechs. In addition to VCs, major manufacturers and also CVCs are collaborating with African startups to create synergies in their African businesses. Japanese technologies, products, and services could contribute to sustainable development in Africa, especially in sectors like mobility, logistics, healthcare, retail, and green. Let's look at some examples of Japanese companies collaborating with African startups. For instance, Cephalo Motors under Toyota Tsusho Group collaborates with Move, a financing business for car delivery service drivers, to promote sales of Suzuki vehicles. Toyota Tsusho Group also collaborates with Zipline, a unicorn company in drone logistics, to create new businesses and expand operation in Africa and Japan. As this example shows, collaboration between African startups and Japanese companies is increasing, and Jetro is acting as a bridge between two through its J-Bridge service. So JBridge is a business platform to facilitate collaboration between Japanese and overseas companies. JBridge is a solution for startups who want to accelerate their business with Japanese companies by utilizing their capabilities in product development, manufacturing, sales, and marketing. It is suitable for those considering investment from Japanese companies or expanding their business international with Japanese companies. Through JBridge, Jetro supports cross-border open innovation for accelerating digital and green transformation. The objectives are cooperation between Japanese companies and overseas startups for the development of new businesses, including business and capital alliance. JBridge is a service provided worldwide that focusing on two main areas, digital and green. So who are the JBridge members and partners? JBridge members are Japanese companies interested in collaborating with overseas startups, among others, and 1,470 people from more than 130 companies are registered, covering various industries ranging from ICT to trading and chemical, finance, and manufacturing. So Jetro offers foreign startups the opportunities to meet Japanese companies. African startups selected for JBridge will benefit from the following advantage. First, company introduction. Jetro will prepare a business summary of foreign startups and disseminate it to register JBridge member. And the second, invitation to events. Foreign startups can find information about various Jetro online events to promote digital transformation or open innovation, including opportunities to attend seminars and business pitches. And the third one-on-one business meeting. For startups with unique technologies and solutions, Jetro will arrange business meetings with JBridge members. So let's take a closer look at the benefits. So the first one, company introduction. Jetro will upload the business outlines of startups prepared by Jetro to the portal site for JBridge members. JBridge members interested in these companies can request business meetings. Jetro will inform you when we receive a meeting request. And the second, invitation to events. We hold online events and seminars related to open innovation across the world twice a week on average. More than 15,000 participants joined about 100 events in financial year 2021. This year, we hope to increase the number of in-person events. At the end of this month, 5 African startups and these 3 VCs will be invited to a roadshow in Japan, where they will have individual business meetings with Japanese companies. If your startup is prominent in your business and matches the concept of our event, you will receive offers for presentation or pitches at our events. The third, one-on-one business meetings. For the outstanding startups, based on your request, Jetro will arrange business meetings with JBridge members and other Japanese companies that may be suitable as business partners. So how does Jetro connect Japanese and overseas companies registered on JBridge? For overseas companies, as mentioned, Jetro will disclose your company introductions to Japanese companies. You can also participate in events and request one-on-one business meetings. For Japanese companies, they will offer business meetings to your company and explain business needs and challenges through business meetings and events. So Jetro has membership criteria and assessments for Japanese companies, and only companies with a high interest in alliance with overseas companies can become members. To ensure the quality of the matchmaking between Japanese companies and startups, there are also criteria for overseas startups participating in the J-Bridge framework. You should have a solution or business model that contributes to digital transformation or carbon neutrality. You are also required to have a desire to cooperate with Japanese companies in developing value-added business. In addition, we have some desirable conditions, such as being funded by major VCs or supported by notable acceleration research program. When it comes to doing business with Japanese companies, Jetro can provide comprehensive assistance. We connect you to the Japanese business community through events like today, online or through J-Bridge. Our team will be at the Jetro stand. If you have any questions or requests, please feel free to visit us. We are also running a session tomorrow at 12:10 at workshop room Mai. It's upstairs, including a panel discussion with 3 Japanese investors. We look forward to seeing you there. That's all. Thank you very much for your attention.